Hi everyone, Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. It is Sunday. August the 30th. 30 days. Yep, 30th. I cannot believe that September starts in 2 days. It's crazy that the summer has gone by so quickly. Some parts of the summer have been dragging, but some parts have gone quickly. So thank you for joining me this evening. This is my Sunday night Facebook Live. I go live Sunday nights at 7 and Monday to Friday at 3. And I certainly welcome you to join me. And hopefully I'm still live. Okay, so tonight we're going to continue working on fall cards. And I'm working with the lovely leaves, I want to say. Well, I'm using two sets. I'm using the Gather Together, the die cuts that emboss and cut at the same time. Hi, Fran. And Love of Leaves, not Lovely Leaves, Love of Leaves. An amazing set that I thought I didn't need, but I did. And maybe this week, I do have this set, so maybe this week we'll combine some of the autumn sets and do a little bit of creating with this set. I just love the little wheelbarrow. It's so cute. All right. Hi, Wanda. Oh, yes, my craft room. It took a long time. Well, luckily it was a really rainy day yesterday, and we had Stampin' Up Leader Summit, so I was online listening to sessions, and I was kind of in my craft room. So it was a good chance to just really go through stuff, but I was so happy today. A teacher I know from CHEO, which is our Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario, she teaches art therapy, so I had 3 big boxes of stuff to donate to her for her class, and so I was happy about that. So it was good news all around. Hi, Pat from the cottage. I hope your fireplace is on. Thanks, Fran, for sharing this. I appreciate anyone who shares my videos, just so I can reach more people, and it definitely helps with my feed. So yeah, I love my stamp room. I just love it. But it was a bit of a mess, and it was stressing me out every time I walked in because it was pretty messy. Well, not messy, but you know how you just have little bits of this, bits of that. And you sometimes forget that stuff that maybe is retired product or that you don't need anymore to somebody else is just a treasure trove. I know as a retired teacher and principal, when you get boxes of craft materials, it's like, oh, it's so fun. Hi, Diane. So I was happy she came over today and picked it up, and that made me really happy. And then I have another bag for a kindergarten teacher who's just starting out. And when you're just starting out, it's so expensive. I don't think people realize how much of your own money you spend on your classroom by purchasing things, like every little basket, every little tub, and fun craft materials like the stuff that we have would not be available at the school. Anyways, I felt happy. I paid it forward. And so that was my kindness deed for today. So I'm in my nice clean craft room, and we're going to make today a fun card and a little treat bag. Just a couple of reminders. Tomorrow I will be drawing winner mini paper trimmer. So tomorrow I will be drawing for the August winner. So if you placed an order, for every $60 that you ordered, your name goes in the draw, and I have another one for September. And they're not even available anymore. So these are like collector's items now. Yes, Fran, I know. My daughter's a teacher too. You love what you do so much that I always considered it my charity when and even as a principal, you were always buying stuff for your teachers or for your schools or for your kids. You never actually go into Dollarama or a store and look at anything for what it's intended. Like when I was looking for little containers for all the things I was punching out, I was in the kitchen container looking for and then I ended up buying ice cube trays. So it's fun. I love being a teacher. Hi, Patricia, but you do spend a lot of your money. All right. updates, Fall Stamp Camp, September 19th, online only. I will be online on the 19th, but it's all recorded. Register and you get a free pack of these gold cards and envelopes. And for our team meeting this week, I gave all our team members one and we made some cards together, and all of them were saying how much more beautiful the envelopes are in person than they look on video. They're just so beautiful. They're like a brushed gold. So that's a free bonus, and you will also get half a pack of acorn trinkets, which it's a little secret, but now you know. Oh, thanks for sharing, Patricia. And we make 16 cards, a little treat box. It's a very fun day. Oh no, not winter. That's coming up in January. Christmas Extravaganza Stamp Camp is October 17th. And with that one, it includes a pack of the, what are they called? Wonder of the Season cards and envelopes. They're really cute. We will only be using probably 6 of them in the class. We make, I want to say 14 cards. We make tags, make a little treat container. Hello, Teresa. So it's a fun class. So you'll get this included, and anyone who registers before the early bird date will also get a Merry Hello stamp set, which is a hostess set. So you can only get this if you're a hostess, or if you put in a large order. And Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin, the deadline to subscribe is September 10th, and this one looks so cute. They're giving us little sneak peeks of pumpkins, a little cat, a witch's hat. And apparently it's an all-season set. So even if you don't celebrate Halloween, you can celebrate fall or a variety of other things. All right, that's the news. My commercials for tonight. We're going to be working with the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper. It's a specialty paper because it's foiled on one side and regular on the other. Our papers are so beautiful. I had a whole bunch of papers in the box for the teacher at CHIO, and she was so excited because the students will have so much fun working with the papers. So today we're using this one of my favorites, and it coordinates with Mint Macaron. And I don't see Shannon on here, but Shannon always teases me when I say Mint Macaron. We're using the die set Stitched Leaves dies, which you didn't know that you needed to get. It's just so amazing. And I did use the sentiments from the coordinating stamp set, Love of Leaves. So I used I'm so glad you're in my life, and your friendship is something I know I can count on. The font is very delicate and beautiful on this set. It's just really, really beautiful. Honestly, I did not even give it a second look the first time I looked through the catalog, and I think I've used it every day. Good old, I can't remember what it's called. Stitch So Sweetly dies. We're using these two. And then we're using one from Tasteful Label. Tasteful Label dies, this little one here. All right, let's get started. We'll start with the card. Just using one of my regular folds. So this was in my container. I thought I better use it up because I don't know about you, but I end up with a whole bunch of half-made cards. One day I'm just going to pull out my little bucket that I showed in my tour and challenge myself to come up with some cards online. So this one I cut a bit shorter. I don't know why. Oh, this was the one I did reversed. Yeah. Note to self. That's fine. We're going to make it work. So I'm just adding some Very Vanilla. And the bottom is, I'll just show you for those of you who forget, it's a Z fold card. It's I use this all the time. I just love it. You just fold it over and then fold it back. So we're going to put this in. This was, I forget which cards I was making one day, and this was the Do Not Do This lesson, because you have to emboss it with the Stampin' Up logo on the front, otherwise it debosses it. But it still looks cool. And no one is going to know the difference. All right, that's good to go. This is going to go in here, but let's just put this on first. So this piece is 2 inches by 5 1/4. This one is 3 inches by 5. I don't know why I measured it. I did it that length, but I did, so I just have to live with it. All right, so this is going to go here, but I'm going to wait until we finish up this to see exactly where I want it, because I want this one centered, and then I can tuck that one behind. Actually, it looks pretty good where it is. So this is just a little spot for your greeting, and if that's not big enough, then I hope this is right. You could put another piece on the back. Sometimes you don't have a lot to say though, you just want to say, thinking of you, hoping you have a great day. Hindsight, yes, Wanda, hindsight. All right, so we've got these 2 layers. Look how beautiful the font is on that. It's just so delicate. I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and I'm going to pop that one up. But I want to put it on because I want to make sure that I'm not going off my card with my leaves. All right, so, you know when you tidy and then you don't know where stuff is? Does anyone else do that? I'm pretty good actually. Or you come up with a new organization system and it's like, oh man, where is that? So I'm just using some of these strips that are perfect. I hope everyone had a good weekend. We had pouring rain here all day yesterday, which was perfect for cleaning my stamp room. And today it was windy. I heard a tree fall down in the back, but I haven't been out to check and see. Not on our property, I don't think, out in the woods behind us. So I have a maple leaf, the small one, and then I have this leaf, whatever it is. I'm going to put it behind because this one is similar to the leaf in the paper. Now, I want to go as far over as I can because I do want to add a bow of some type. And a little bling. If I forget bling, Teresa, remind me to add a little bling. I know, you can be too organized. Well, not, I don't think you can be too organized, but it's when you first rearrange stuff, it's like, where did I put that? I put it somewhere I thought it was going to be a really good idea. All right, so we have these 2, and now we need some kind of little bow. So I'm thinking, I wish this came in a roll all by itself because I've used so much of it. The leaves are really pretty. And when you see them up close, they're just so detailed. Like, I don't know if you can see, oops, that's the microphone. But you can see every little stitch, every little dot, and all the embossing on this one. It's just so pretty. All right, so there's my bow. I don't know if Barb's on tonight, but she'll be happy I have a bow. Okay, now we're gonna run into the same bow situation. This bow is going to go sideways. I think of it like bling, and then I totally forget. All right, that looks good. I don't really usually put bows sideways like that, but hey, it's all good. So for bling, for this one, we have the gilded gems, but I don't have any more little ones, and then we have gold. I'm going to say gold because these are, well, maybe not. It's kind of big. But hey, the bigger the bling, the better, I'm thinking. All right, that's good. So your friendship is something I know I can count on. The leaves are just so pretty. And there's our debossed card. Will the length of that ribbon curl? I don't know. Are you thinking we should trim it? Is that what you mean? I don't know if this ribbon curls. I don't have any good curling scissors. These ones will rip it for sure. These are really sharp. you need to have paper snips, Stampin' Up! Paper snips. I have 2 pairs. I see what you mean, like to curl it up. Yeah, I could have tried that. I don't have the right scissors to try that in here right now. But I will try that because this ribbon might curl actually. It is quite stiff. All right, so that's our card. And now we're going to make a little coordinating package. Did you notice I even re-papered my little board here? This piece of where I have on top of my desk, if you noticed it in the tour, is actually just one of those Bristol boards, but the ones that are made of plastic. So they're about 1/4 inch thick. And I just have this photo paper that I bought on Amazon, and I just wrap it like a present. But my last one I noticed when I was cleaning was all ripping and starting to get dirty, so I even redid the paper. So it would be nice for tonight. Yeah, curl like you do the Christmas ribbon. I'll have to try it, but not with these scissors, because it definitely will cut it. All right, I wrote down the measurements for what we're making next. So, let's put it over here. I'm using a piece of cardstock that is 10.5 by 7. And then I scored it at 3.5, 5, 8.5, and 10. I will put the measurements up. I forgot to put the measurements up the other day, but I'll go back and do that. Then scored on the, I call this portrait and this landscape, at 2 inches and 5.5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here, and I'm going to, in case you want to take a screenshot, or I can take a screenshot later. And these little places we cut off. So in case you want to do a quick screenshot of that. I went ahead and did this so I didn't mess up like I did the other day. Okay, I'm just going to wait a second in case anyone wants to take a screenshot. All right. So these pieces I cut right off. I'm using my little paper snips. You could use longer scissors for this, but I love my little paper snips. So this little box is good for the little treat I'm going to show you, which I just got at the grocery store. If you go to Walmart or one of those places, they have all kinds of fun treats, and if you're in the States, they have even more. But I don't know, I don't go to very many stores lately, so it was at whatever they had at the grocery store. But I'm looking forward to, around Halloween, they had this same Little Debbie's brand, little little cakes, I guess they were. Not really cupcakes, just cakes. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it down again in case you want to take a picture of what it looks like. So we took off that whole big piece, this piece, and that little tiny piece. Okay. Now on the bottom, I'm going to cut up to the score line on all 3 spots. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so can you kind of envision what's happening? When you're doing any kind of box, you always need one little piece that's going to hold your 2 sides together. So you can see these 2 are going to be the sides, and this one has a little front flap. All right, so now I'm going to just take my bone folder and fold on the lines. I'm using cardstock. If you're using designer series paper, you have to be a little bit careful when you're doing your folding so you don't tear the designer series paper. So I folded all those in, and now I'm going to fold the bottom ones up. Oh, and this one down. All right. And when you're making a box, remember that you can adjust it and go back and trim stuff off. Now, I do like, these are the little ones that go tuck inside. So I do like to go and take a smidgen and that's a technical term, off of each side. Like not even an 1/8, a 16th, no, I don't know, 16th maybe. Just a tiny little bit. So you just aim up. All right, next step. We're going to put, we could use, you have choices. You could use tear and tape, which is perfect. You do need something stronger than just seal, although the Stampin' Seal is pretty strong. Or I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. So you can see the difference. This one's in a dark blue case, and this one just says Stampin' Seal, and this one has a little plus sign. So this is heavy duty. Now, other trick is you want to put your adhesive not close to this edge, but close to this edge, because this is the edge that when you fold it together, it's this edge. If you put it too close to the inside, it's going to lift up there. Okay, just trust me on that. Put it near the fold. So let's see, I haven't even used this yet. Oh yeah, I had another one. This one's really cool. It's got little ridges in it. It's pretty cool. Fold that over. If your box is measured properly, it should fit perfectly. You can see mine is not perfect. Just going to do a little bit of a trim. I'm a bit of a perfectionist in some things. Other things it's like, good enough. Okay. So now you can see it coming together. This is actually going to be our flap on the front. So my box is going, this is the front of my box where this flap is. So what I like to do for the bottom is I like to make sure that it faces backwards. Okay, and so I already can see that this is not quite, oh yeah, there we go. It's gonna go like that, because here's my front. If I did it the other way, then when I look at the front of my box, I can see this edge. I don't like that. So that's a little tip to make sure that when you figure out where the front is, this piece is facing back. Okay, and you can put as much glue on this as you want. Like you could do all your tabs, but I'm just going to do 2. So again, go close to this edge. And then I'm just going to do another one there. If you're putting something really heavy in it, then maybe glue these down as well. But I'm not. I'm putting a brownie in it, so with your fingers, just make sure it's square, and make sure this is square because it's easy not to be square. There we go. And then what I do is I just take my bone folder and I just go like that. All right, it's coming together. For this little piece, I should have done this actually before. I have a piece of 2 by 3.5, 3.5 by 2. It's going to go right here. And in hindsight, I should have done that earlier. Now, I'm using Stampin' Seal Plus, but I could just use regular Stampin' Seal. I'm going to put the lid back on this one. It's more expensive, so you don't want to use it if you don't have to. Oh dear. So, I'm just going to adhere this. And I really want to make sure it's nice and tight along there. Okay. Now I have my trio punch. Can someone tell me if this is still available? I don't know. I hope so. It's really handy. So for your trio punch, you just take it, you slide it in so that it's square, and you push down in the middle. It took me a while to figure out not to just push down on one corner, but to push down in the middle. And this rounds your corners, which just gives it a nicer look. There we go. All right. Then you just pinch the sides and fold it over. Isn't that cute? All right, so what's going inside? Well, you could put Lindt chocolates. I'm using Little Debbie's Cosmic Brownies with chocolate flavored chips. Who's not gonna love that? Okay, so I have one little brownie. Fits perfectly. It was the most exciting thing they had. They had little cupcakes, but they're quite big actually. Okay, so I got my little brownie in there. It's a bit of a tight fit, but that's okay. All right, now I'm taking my basket weave metallic ribbon. So this is the mint macaron piece. And we're gonna tie a little bow around. So this is what's holding it together. This ribbon is perfect for this. It's a bit thick for cards, but it's perfect for boxes. So I'm going to put it actually a little bit to the side because I have my leaves and my little greeting that I want to put there. Let's see if I can get a nice bow. It's quite thick. There we go. And the more you pull it, the tighter it goes. And what's nice about this is it's a nice big ribbon, so when they open it up, they can save the ribbon. Okay, so there we go, our little package with our brownie in it. Now I have this little one, I thought of you today. And then I want to add a couple of little leaves. So I'm going to kind of aim this stuff over here. You know how I roll. I haven't done this yet already. We don't want it too big. Yeah, that might be nice. The other thing you can do is put your ribbon right at the top. Just let me try something here. I got them at Independent. Another way you can do it is, there we go. I'm just making this up now. Oh, that's too big. Is to put something like this over top, glue it down on both sides, and then your ribbon just slides through. If I was going to do that, I would do, oh, maybe, just a sec. Is it the right color? No, it's blue. I'm cheating and looking in my little container of stuff. It's one of those things when I see it now, it's like, oh, is that exactly what I wanted? Oh well. I'll just do it how I was thinking of doing it, and then you guys can design yours however you like. Okay, so let's go back to plan A. I'm going to put this here, this here. Maybe I'll do one another day with plan B. Here's another cute little leaf too. The same color. All right, let's just go ahead and put this on. Oh, that would be really pretty, Teresa. If you had this, well, if you're allowed to have people for Thanksgiving, if you had one of these at every person's spot. I'll show you the one I did last time. It's a good one too. If I did this for Thanksgiving, I would probably use the saying, "I'm so grateful to have you in my life," or something like that. Okay, so we're not going to put another bow on, obviously. So we do want to be strategic in how we put this little saying on. So we can put a little gem, and I also cut out some little leaves and a couple of little acorns. So let's see what I like. I kind of like that little acorn. Acorn for the win. I guess if your family is in your bubble, then you can have them at Thanksgiving. Our family is so big, our bubble would be like 60, which is against the rules. So let's add, I'm gonna go with gold this time because I do want something just small for here. You could have also put the coordinating paper on this piece. That would have been pretty as well. And you can also, I've seen this same kind of style done where they did it like a little kid's knapsack and then they put little straps on the back. Mix of the green and then the terracotta type colored paper and ribbons. Yeah, that'd be pretty. All right, I thought of you today. I picked this same because it kind of coordinates with the card. Okay, let me just get all this stuff out of the way. And don't forget when you have little scraps left over. Oh, I didn't even do it in this one. So if I did some die cutting of leaves, these little scraps are perfect for using these little punches with. So you get a lot of bang for your buck. So then you can go back, because these pieces are really not good for much else, but you could probably get, I'm saying 3, 2, no, 2. I think that one's too small. Anyways, use up all your little tiny pieces for punching out those, because they're perfect to add for little accents there. All right, so we have our measurements just for the box, and then we have our card. Your friendship is something I know I can count on. I thought of you today. Wouldn't that be really pretty to give somebody? Okay, my gems just fell in my recycling. I better remember to get them. Now I'll show you the one we did the other day, which is similar. So here's the one we did the other day. You are the happy to my day. I love that one. But I used the smaller embellishments, and for this one I stamped around the inside. And then we did this little container, which is really cute. All right, so it's 2 different types. I'm just going to take this out of the way so I can get a good picture for my Facebook, whatever you call it, thumbprint. All right. Thank you for joining me today. 7:30. The box is really cute, and it's pretty easy to make. I just did it a bit slower so that you could follow along, but you could whip up a lot of those very quickly. And here's my debossed. You can't tell. Nobody's going to notice that. I just think it's pretty. All right. So thank you for joining me today. If you'd like to sign up for my email list, just go to mariannecowan.com, and then you'll receive my blog posts by email when I do blog. And also you can sign up for my my YouTube channel, Marianne Cowan. They are cute, aren't they, Wanda? You could have some of each too. Like at one person's spot, they could have this, and another person could have this. I love little packaging, so I will be doing a lot of little packaging between now and Christmas, and I do a lot around Easter as well, because typically when we got together for Thanksgiving, it's so fun to put something at everyone's spot. You might not make a big card for everyone. Well, you might, but send it in the mail. But then when they're at your house, you can make a little treat box for them. All right. So don't forget, if you're interested in signing up for Fall Stamp Camp, now is the time to do it. Information on my blog under the events section. I appreciate whoever just gave me some hearts. So I appreciate it when you like or share this video. That helps me to build my reach. Oh, you know what I was going to do? Oh, I was going to put one of these little guys. I just saw it sitting over there out of the corner of my eye. Okay, gotta do it now. I was thinking on this one. On the card, maybe not, because it just makes it more expensive to mail. But let's see if I can get it around this one. These are so pretty, and they're very substantial. And if you're doing Fall Stamp Camp, you will get a half a pack. I think there's 20 in a pack. So if I was doing Thanksgiving dinner, for sure, I would have these little acorn trinkets, I think they're called. I'm just going to quickly put it on the top. Ideally, I would have done it in the middle of the bow, but for time's sake, I'll just add it this way. When you add it this way, there's a chance it falls off, which is not ideal. So cute. I'm just going to tuck it in because I didn't put it on properly. There. Oh, that was dumb. You get the idea. Don't forget to add your little acorn trinket. All right, thanks for joining me, and I will be live, I think every day this week, so I will definitely be live tomorrow at 3. All right, I hope you had a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 3. Thanks, everyone, and have a great night. Good idea, Wanda. I'm going to do that while everyone's logging off. It's got to go back around. Ideally, it would be glue dotted to the bow because the bow is going to come off. For now, I will just glue dot it to the package. Oh gosh. There. That's pretty. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks and have a great night.